This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Magnum collection Salted Caramel and Glazed Almonds. I saw this for I think €3.29 at my local Globus, and I followed my calling. I have to buy all of these and try all of these and make videos about all of these just to supply a complete image, or at least try to get there at some point in time. So we've got our ingredients lists in English, in Italian, in German and in Dutch. Pause if you want to read any of those. Here we've got our nutrition table right there. Overall they are keeping it nice and simple, and we're ready to open this. 3 of these ice creams in the packet. Usually there are 4. This one, yeah, just a little bit less ice cream for the money, I think. The 4 packs aren't that much more expensive, I think. Yeah, $3.29 for 3 ice creams. The other ones are going into the freezer and I'll be back with you in a second. Back at the desk, and I think we can open this particular one up now, I think. So, okay. It looks alright. It's a bit darker than the regular classic Magnum, I think. Or is it? I'm not quite sure. We've got some cracking going on. I did expect a few more of these almond pieces on the outside. That almond brittle, not as much as I thought, yeah, certainly. What does it smell like? It really does smell like these older Magnum caramel double ice creams. It certainly does. I don't smell any almonds, but I don't think what almonds really smell of. They don't smell of much usually. Let me get my knife so that we can open up this particular piece of dessert. Hoppala. Alright, so we've got our caramel ice cream right here. Salted caramel, I think it was, right? Yeah, salted caramel ice cream with caramel sauce, 8%, and it's coated with milk chocolate, 29%, and almond brittle, 4%. Now these percent measurements, those are never really telling us too much, because it's sometimes a bit misleading, but 4%, I thought there was a bit more on that on here. You can see that it's not very evenly distributed either. If we take a close-up look at this, we can see that we've got these little swirls on the inside. That caramel sauce, I think it is. Consistency-wise, and this it's hard because of that little popsicle in there. Okay, consistency-wise it's fine. It seems to be nice and creamy enough. The sauce on the inside, it doesn't feel any different when I run my spoon over it. Yeah, but it does feel nice. Consistency-wise, it seems to be fine from the first impression. Let's take a look at the chocolate itself. Is a bit brittle. It could be a bit darker, I think. You can see right here it's melting instantly. And taste-wise, it really is a lighter milk chocolate. Yes, that is for sure. So let's take a first spoonful of the ice cream on a stick, and yeah, with those little glazed almond pieces. The first bite of it is quite decent. The ice cream itself, it doesn't seem to be too potent. The chocolate itself, with this almond brittle on the outside, certainly seems to dominate that flavor profile. But overall, tastes really nice. Salted ice cream, that caramel sauce in there. I don't think there was too much of it in there. Not much at all, I think. Let's try this spoonful. But I could certainly taste the almond brittle on the outside. Nice and crunchy, bit crispy. Yeah, almost like one of these cereals in the morning, those harder ones. Nice texture in your mouth. The second spoonful with a bit more of that caramel sauce. Yeah, it does taste really nice, I've got to say. Caramel flavored ice cream with that chocolate on the outside and those almond brittle pieces. Although from what I can tell right now, they could have put more of these almond brittle pieces on here, because I seem to miss some of them already. That will be a bit nicer. But overall, so far so good. Very decent, I think, at this point in time. I will consume the rest of this particular ice cream now, and I will give you my full verdict in just a second. The consumption process is now completed, and I've made my mind up about this particular product, and I'm ready to give you the numbers. So The first impression was alright. I think they could have spread out those almond brittle pieces on the outside quite a bit better, and they also could have put a few more of them on there. They were a bit lacking, I find. Color-wise, everything looked alright from the outside as well as on the inside. The lighter base ice cream with that caramel sauce on the inside as a swirl or little like swirled snail action. It looked decent. It looked quite standard and it looked decent, and yeah, there wasn't really anything wrong with it, I would say. Consistency and texture wise, same story. And those almond brittle pieces, too little of them, but they have a really nice crispy crunchy texture, and when you bite on them they kind of crumble a little bit, become a little bit powdery, a little bit grainy, and it really feeds into that smoother chocolate and ice cream mix in your mouth. Overall, very nice eating experience, I have to say. The ice cream itself, I thought it would be too light. I think it's perfectly fine for this particular flavor profile. That caramel theme really goes well with a bit of a lighter chocolate. Taste-wise, overall, I can't really give full points. Now, while those almond brittle pieces were really good and the chocolate on the outside really played into the theme quite well, I've got to say that the inside base ice cream, it reminded me of cheaper caramel / coffee ice creams. It really reminded me of that. A bit of a, I do not know why those two flavors go hand in hand so often. Maybe they just work really well together. But overall, this particular ice cream base, I wouldn't have noticed if there was an Aldi badge or an Aldi, you know, brand badge on this particular packaging, if I just tasted the ice cream base, because it didn't really taste premium or anything, not like €3.29 for 3 little ice creams. You can get a lot of that for a lot cheaper, and yeah, maybe even a little bit better. I'm a bit disappointed by the actual ice cream itself. The rest of that particular product is really good though, and if they put more of these almond brittle pieces on the outside and maybe spread them around a bit better so that it looks more appealing and not like a half-hearted job. If that was the case, then this particular product could be matched with more points as it is right now. Overall, the theme realization though, really nice. Slightly salty tasting, that caramel ice cream, not by much, slightly. It was, you know, it was just right in terms of saltiness as a whole, I think, with the other flavors playing into that. They have certainly given us what they said that they would give us. So on a scale from 1 to 10, this particular ice cream gets a 7.5. If you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye bye.